Do you ever find yourself stuck on reading tests during exams, unsure of how to tackle them? Well, stick around because today I'm sharing three strategies that will help you master them with confidence. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I hope you're doing great and feeling ready to dive into today's episode. I know that exams can be a little stressful, especially when it comes to reading tests. But don't worry, I've got your back. Today, we're going to talk about three powerful strategies that will help you master reading tests and exams. We've all been there, right? You're sitting in an exam room, the clock is ticking, and you're staring at the reading passage in front of you, wondering, what did I get myself into? Well, what if I told you that with the right strategies, you can not only get through it, but actually ace it? Sounds good, right? Let's jump into it. First up is a strategy we call Skim First, then Scan. Skimming is your first line of defense. Before you even start reading the questions, take a moment to quickly skim through the passage. I'm talking about reading the first sentence of each paragraph and scanning for any bolded words or headings. The goal here isn't to understand every single detail, but to get a general idea or a gist of what the text is about. This will give you a roadmap of the passage and help you know where to focus your energy when you start answering the questions. Once you've skimmed the text, it's time to scan for specific information. Scanning means looking for keywords or phrases that are directly related to the questions. For example, if the question asks about the author's opinion on climate change, find words like climate, opinion, change, and focus on those parts of the text. It's all about efficiency. Now I know what you're thinking. What if the text is really long? What if I don't have time to read it all? Here's the thing. You don't need to read every word. You just need to know where to look. It's like a song, isn't it? But time management is another game changer when it comes to reading tests. Let's be real. Sometimes we feel like we're running out of time and we panic. But here's the deal. Time is on your side, if and only if you use it wisely. So, how do you do that? Okay. First, divide your time according to the number of questions. For example, if you have 40 minutes and 20 questions, aim to spend about 90 seconds on each question. This might seem quick, but trust me, it's enough time when you followed the skim and scan technique. You will be more focused and you will avoid getting stuck on any one question for too long. Another great tip is to read the questions before reading the passage. By doing this, you'll know what to look for and won't waste time rereading parts of the text that aren't relevant to the questions. Remember, time is precious, but with a little planning, you can make the most of every minute. And finally, the most important strategy of all, practice, practice, and practice. I know. You've heard this a million times before, but it's true. The more you practice reading tests, the more familiar you'll become with the types of questions, the pacing, and how to approach different kinds of texts. Set aside time each week to do reading exercises. There are tons of online resources and practice exams you can find that mimic real test conditions. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will get with the test format, and you will be able to approach the exam with confidence instead of stress. In an upcoming episode, we will dive into the different types of questions you might encounter in the reading exam, so you will know exactly what to expect and how to tackle each one with ease. Now, I'm not saying that practice makes perfect, but I will say that it makes progress. Practice makes progress, at least. Little by little, you will start to see improvement. To sum up, mastering reading tests is all about using the right strategies. First, skim and scan the text to get a general idea and focus on key details. Then, manage your time wisely so you're not rushing at the last minute. And finally, practice as much as possible so you're ready for anything the exam throws your way. And I know that. I know that you can do this. It's all about staying calm, staying focused, and using the right strategies that work best for you. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends and leave a review. And of course, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of the future episodes. Good luck with your reading tests, and remember, you've got this. See you next time.